Alright, so real quick editing magic. I wanted to get a better thumbnail photo of this. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, so open the front. Oh, I did not mean to slam it down. So you got these bright colored graphics and stuff. Plain cardboard box on the inside. So when you actually get this, full disclaimer, like I've already said in the start, I've already played with this, already used it. But your cable's right here. Well, your cable. I don't have the aux cable, that's in my DJ bag. But this and the aux cable would be in a little bubble thing, bag type thing, taped right here to the inside. Your manuals and other paperwork will be inside a baggie. Folded up over on this side was some numark sticker decals, which are on my DJ laptop. And then the board itself is actually wrapped. And then you got the cardboard on the side. So starting with what we got right in front of us. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. I've already played with this. So a lot of things are already in my DJ bag, or the stickers are on my DJ laptop. Here is your USB cord. This plugs into the board. Let's see if I can find the other end. This right here plugs into your laptop. You know, self-explanatory. The most basic thing in the world. And then it comes with a 3.5 millimeter, the 3.5 millimeter cable, audio cable, aux cable. I've heard of it called a eighth cable, 1/8 inch jack to 1/8 inch jack cable. It's just an aux cable. There's so many nuances to cables, or what they're called. No, and your cables are also tied with a twist tie. We've got the paperwork right here. Set the board off on the side like so. So this is a card. Free software, so DJ Lite, numark Party Mix. Directions on how to do it. If you got questions, you can give numark a call or visit numark.com/support. It really is a plug and go, plug and play system, so I absolutely love it. I say system, I mean board. To be honest, for all those purists out there that are like, oh my god, use correct terminology. Owner's manual. I'm covering up the serial number. I've already got this registered to me, so I don't really care. User guide. You got it in different languages. You know, this is just plain Jane right here. Here's the back of it. Manual 1.1. I'm going to just let you off just staring at the board. How to connect it, like I said. You got headphones. You got into the speakers from aux to aux, or you could go online and buy them. Aux to Hi-Fi RCA, aux to 1/4 inch, aux to XLR, and then, you know, as it's showing you USB from the board into the computer. You know, this particular page talks about what some of the functions are, but in case you don't want to read all that, I got you covered, because we're going to go over it. Oh yeah, safety instructions in English, Spanish. I don't know what that one is. Francis, I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Deutsch, so German, Italian. I'm guessing that's French. I could be wrong. Pick this up from the other side, let y'all stare at an empty box. Throw the manuals and crap back inside. Oh yeah, you got your little recycle logo thing right there. Right there. Recycle. I'm not a purist, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm sorry if this is like a super long video, but hey, I'd rather y'all be informed of what you're getting versus anything else. Alright, so here's the board. Tiny, right? You have jogger wheel 1, or platter 1, or turntable 1, deck 1. You have your pitch fader, You got 4 hot cues. You got a pad mode for hot cues, loop, sample, effects, sync cue, play and stop. On the side right here, you have headphone. You have your main. This is what goes out to your speakers. That's what the USB is, what goes out to your computer. From left to right, oh, let's see. Let me lift this guy up. You have level. I usually like twisting these all the way down. That way, if I plug it into my board, I mean not my board, into my DJ laptop, nothing's going to be like super crazy loud or anything. Then you got treble, bass. You got a filter to go from wet to dry. You have your selector control knob right here. So when you're in Serato DJ Lite or Serato DJ Pro or Virtual DJ, because apparently this board's compatible with that, or I think it's called Algorithm for iPhone and iPad. We'll get in that some other time. So you press down to select the file, turn it to select the song, load the deck 1, load the deck 2, headphone. What I love about this is I can control which side of the board or both sides of the board to hear music coming from. So I could have deck 1, I could be listening to that through my monitor headphones, or deck 2, or I could illuminate both of these and have both sides playing in my ears. So when I go to scratch or at the bass drop, I could hear it, or vice versa, one side or the other. Main, oh my bad, headphone control knob, main. You have your, I might get this wrong. You have your volume control sliders, which is nice. I love how responsive the crossfader is to go from 1 to 2. Usually I just rock in the middle, keep one side down, turn one side up, and then vice versa, turn one side down, one side up if I'm going to go to scratch. Because that's like, I've had boards where like the fader, it looks like it works, it moves, but when powered on and all the knobs set where they need to be, nothing happens with it. So I learned how to scratch just using these, right? And then mirrored over on the other side, you have your jogger wheel, scratch wheel, platter, scratch wheel, whatever you want to call it. 4 hot cues, same pad mode, same pad settings, sync cue, stop, or pause or play, pitch fader. What I like is over here is the lights. You can turn them on, off, sequence. I think there's like another setting for them. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really played with it that much. Then up right here is your lights. Yeah, so green, red, blue. You have them flashing. You have them stationary, or you can have them off. I think there's one other setting. I'm not 100% sure. And then what it looks like on the back of the board, you got this nice little sweet tag, UK, EU, this device complies with blah 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 blah. Y'all can read that if you want. And then you got your padded feet, put it on the table, the rest, a bunch of screw holes. Yeah. So for a basic, you want to get in and you want to be able to loop or the sample section of a track or throw in effects. It works. It does the job. No throws, no bullshit. It literally works. I love it. I also hate it at the same time, because right out of the box using it, not really knowing anything about it, not reading the manuals, nothing. I had some issues. Come to find out, with software related issues, which is why if you know about Serato DJ Lite, then you already know, or even Serato DJ Pro, they like to crash sometimes, just out of the freaking middle of nowhere. I've had the same issues with Virtual DJ, the legacy software for Serato Itch for the numark NS7. It just happens. Update your crap. Update your softwares. Anytime you got a gig coming up, I recommend at least a day or two before, turn on your laptop, connect to Wi-Fi, and update them. Go make sure that the drivers are up to date. Won't have an issue. Typically, in my experience, your mileage may vary. So this versus the NS7 is very budget friendly. Fuel's kind of cheap. What I like about this versus the numark Party Mix 1 is you could scratch with these. That's like the only, and you don't have a wire just casually sticking out. Those are like the only two differences. Absolutely love it. If you know about the numark Party Mix 1, then you already know it is what it is, right? I know I keep saying I'm just trying to make sure I'm hitting every point that I want to and make sure I'm not really forgetting anything. That being said, I know it's filters, super dope. Normally, I just have the filters set, right? I got the bass, treble, and gain where I want to master. Don't really use this, because what I can do with the filter, I can do with the treble and bass. Turn one up, turn one down. This is what it is. Deuces.